Hey guys, welcome back to Intellectual Depth. I'm Layla.
And I'm Fauzia, and this is about finding your ID.
Good morning, guys. How are you guys? Hope you're all doing well and being blessed and having a great day today.
Yeah, we really hope you guys are well out there and taking care of yourself and staying healthy.
Yeah, guys, we're so glad you're here. And on today's episode, it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time we talk about time.
Yeah,
Get what we
absolutely.
did there. And time is just very precious.
Yeah.
And it's very important in someone's life to understand the importance of time. Because it's history, it's a story, it's precious, it's just important, it's everything.
It's very valuable. I look at it as your most valuable and sacred resource that you have in your life. Because whatever you use that resource for, to either invest in ways or to put it, to allow people to use it in ways, it could either benefit you or it could harm you.
Yeah,
for your future self.
True. Life is too short to waste any time on anything.
Exactly.
Every minute count, every second count. What are you doing with your time now?
Yeah.
Who are you investing your time to? Who are you letting abuse your time?
Yeah.
Or take your time from you? You have to ask yourself these questions. And whatever good or bad the situation is, it will change with time. You just have to learn. I saw this guy that says you just have to give time to heal.
And the crazy thing is, with time, it just flies so fast.
Yeah,
Especially when you're doing something you love and something that makes you happy, and having people that you love and bring happiness to you. Time flies so fast.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you're in agony or going through depression or going through a really bad time, you just find it going so slow.
Yeah, it's like, what is happening?
So I believe the beautiful thing is, like you said, time heals.
Yeah, it heals everything, all the pains and everything you're going, even if you're going through a disaster or trauma, just like put this in a frame. In 5 years time, or in 2 years time, or even a year time, would this really matter?
Exactly.
Would it really matter to you? You just have to know how to adjust your time and what you invest in your time. What are you unclear about in your life right now in this matter of time? What are you trying to do to promote yourself?
To make yourself be a better person.
Yeah, more valuable, It's very, very important. And, you just have to know that what really matters in the end is
how you used your time.
How you used your time with the people you loved, with what you invested, who you made happy, who you touched during that time. When you're gone, how do you want to be remembered?
Yeah, talking about, the fact that you said how you use your time. Actually, one of the love languages is quality time.
Yeah.
And so that tells you, like, how important time is and how we use it in our life, in our relationships, in whatever we do. It's like the basic thing that we all need to have more vigilant thoughts towards and be more careful of who we let use our time.
It's very delicate, and it's easy for, if you don't know how to use your time and value it for yourself, it can be abused by people.
Yeah, it's easy for it to be stolen or to be
stolen, or to be, and the energy you give, just like, for example, envy is a waste of time.
Absolutely.
Like, all you already need, you already have it. So why waste your time on envying someone? Why you could have your time on investing in your growth, productivity, making yourself better than what you were before.
Exactly.
So when it comes to time, it's something we all we misunderstood it. We don't know how fragile it is and how scary it is. The people that you thought you knew are not the same with time. They've grown.
Yeah,
they've
sometimes
changed.
you just outgrow people, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to leave the situations you were in before, because people are seasonal. At that time in your life, you needed them to be who they were at that time.
It's just a journey, and you were there. You just have to move on.
Exactly.
And when it comes to time, I want people to understand that the best is yet to come. Give yourself time to understand, to create, to build, to grow, and just to nourish with time.
That's amazing. That's like really amazing. I have seashells. But like you're absolutely you're absolutely right when you say people should give themselves time to grow and build and nourish, because in that aspect, I think that's when patience comes in. When you become patient with yourself and being delicate to knowing that what you're putting your time into is something that's going to grow and make you a better person.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be a waste of time. It's going to be a productive
time you invested in yourself.
Exactly. And to know that we all have the same hours in the day.
That's
all of us have. Every person you see has the same hours as Warren Buffett had, as the richest people in the world, the most influential people in the world had. But all that matters is how you use it and what you take out of it and who you let that time to be spent with.
Yeah.
And nourishing your also nourishing your passions and just enhancing yourself to your fullest potential is what you need to put your time into.
Yeah, that's very important when you said about passion, because when it comes to going for after what you love, just go for it. Don't waste time and don't take no for an answer. You love this, go for it. As long as it's not harming you and it's not harming to the people that you surround yourself with. Be passionate and just be honest with what you want to go for.
Yeah, and knowing the fact that anyone can be great. Anyone. There is not a factor that puts a barrier or cages a certain people saying, oh, you can't be great because of this and that. Anyone can be great depending on how you use and value your time.
Yeah, that's the beautiful part.
Yeah, and one thing that you have to keep in mind is time is so valuable that once it's gone, it is gone.
Yeah, that's the scariest part.
Yeah, because you could be rich and then get poor and then get rich again.
Yeah.
You could lose your money, but then with time, once you've lost, could be your youth, you can never get that back.
Yeah,
you could never get the strength back you had back then. You could never go back to those days. So that's why it's very important to put your head in the right space,
in the right direction.
Mind, exactly, and your mind in the right direction, and look at it like the time is now. The time is always now.
Yeah, it's always now.
It's never too late to start. And just know that investing your time in something that would, like, I've read somewhere that do something for yourself today that your tomorrow self would thank you for.
Oh, that's a beautiful reminder.
Yeah, because if you're planning if you're working out, your future self would definitely thank you for it because of your health and what
you've accomplished along
the way. Yeah.
That's really beautiful. When it comes to time, it's just like we always ignore the signs and we ignore the people that are with us. And we need to know, like, if you're so much investing time in your work, you're gonna retire. But invest in the people that love you, your family, people that really care of you, because you never know.
Yeah,
they might be gone.
Exactly.
If not gone, they might travel far away from you.
Yeah, you might look around for them at the time you want to, and they're not there. Yeah.
And people that are really there for you, don't take them for granted. There would be time you would call their name, you would try to reach them, they're nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
And if you are the person that introduce toxicity to some people's life, go and ask for forgiveness before it's too late.
Yeah, and you lose the time.
Yeah, the time will come and you cannot take back what is done. Yeah. You know? It's very scary.
Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right. And I always say this, that every time you say yes to something, know that you're also saying no to another thing.
Yeah, that's
right?
True.
In your life, every time you have a situation, an opportunity, a circumstance, whatever it could be, you're saying yes to this, but you're also saying no to another thing. And to focus on your strength, your unique talent, and your passion with the time you have now, because God has given you, all of us have limited times.
Yeah,
and we don't know when it ends. But we know for certain that our time is going to end. There's going to come a day that they say they're no more, but they just have history, you know?
Yeah, what have you done?
What have you done with your time? And who have you impacted with your time?
Yeah, it's very scary, because when it comes to time, I want people to know that get rid of anything that is not worth it. It's not worth your time. Something that is not useful to you, something that doesn't bring you joy, something that isn't beautiful, and light yourself with the right purpose. Even when it comes to opportunity, I want you to know, what are you investing your opportunity towards? Is that opportunity gonna bring out your value? Yeah, because what opportunity are you calling in? What people are you inviting to your life?
Yeah, the fact that you said saying no to anything that doesn't serve you is so important, because whatever you're giving your time to and yet does not support you is definitely going to hinder your progress.
Yeah, it's going to affect you along the way.
So just say no to everything that doesn't support your immediate goals, and know that for a fact, time is life. Life is time. Yeah. There is no, it's one thing out of the same tree. There is nothing that you could say
try
that
to cheat it or go through.
Time is life.
Yeah, and when be careful. We have to be careful, and being careful, like you said, I believe, like, learn to accept what you can't change, and try to be the person. Okay, I've accepted this is what it's gonna be. Let me try to look in the better angle. Because you don't have time to be wasting on stuff that
be blaming.
Yeah, blaming people, blaming yourself. Move on. You've made a mistake. You've learned. Move on.
Use your time wisely.
Yeah, use your time wisely. Use it very, like, it's the last moment you have.
Exactly.
This is the only opportunity. You can't go back in time. You could only move forward. Just have to tell myself I'm always going to be there for myself during the time. In rainy days, and time is God. Always believe God is there and he has you 24/7.
Yeah, it's very important how we are able to talk about this now, even with our podcast.
Oh my God,
it's all with time. Like, from the start of how we started, we're learning also so much about ourselves with each release of a podcast.
It's a journey.
With every single day, we learn about ourselves and self-growth.
Yeah.
And how beautiful it is, like, what we are capable to deliver. And one win for us would be, or even a bigger win, not one, but like for you guys to do something in your day that would make you feel like your tomorrow self would thank you for. To do something from listening to our podcast, to be like, I did this in my life because I've heard this and I've learned from this.
I want
is a big win for us.
A soul.
Yeah.
And I want to learn from this process. And I just want you guys to know that this is life.
Yeah.
This is what life is meant to be and how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And once you truly know the value of each minute in your life, you would not let people steal your time, misuse your time, abuse your time. You would know how important, like, once you know the value, that's just it.
The value it's important. And I just want people out there that know, if you're going to start anything, don't start what you know you cannot finish. It's a waste of time. And it's already done and you can't go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we always, us with nature, we always get bored. because we're in this century that we want everything very fast.
Yeah, quick.
That we have technology.
Let's get a quick fix.
Yeah, everything takes time. This world,
good things take time.
Everything takes time. Somewhere. Yeah, good things take time, and just give time. Like I said, time. Beautiful things happen with time.
Yeah, true. That's very true. And keep yourself in check.
Yeah.
Reset, recharge, show up. Definitely reflect, yeah. And just show up and do the good things with your time.
And like how you said show up, I love it, because when it comes to show up, like, I want people to know that just get out every day, and don't waste your precious time, because miracles happen everywhere. Like,
and every day
you go out, you could make a difference, and you could do something with your time. You could invest your time where it's needed.
Yeah, and making yourself available for opportunities with the time you have.
Yeah, some people say, I want to start business, I need money. Well, if you don't have money or something, what are you doing with yourself? Maybe you have talent.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to write now.
Yeah.
Do anything that adds up to your life, that adds value to your life.
Yeah.
You just don't sit and say, if this doesn't happen, I'm not gonna do anything. I know we're creatures of, we just get used to being us.
Yeah.
But sometimes we just have to push ourselves and just try to push yourself to where you feel, I'm getting there.
Yeah, and overcome procrastination. You have to do that, because
that's the scariest part.
It's really hard, and it's really, really time consuming. Procrastination is a real thing, and when you do not do that, you lose a lot of time. And it's like, it's crazy. So just think of those excuses you might bring up from your head, and just literally break them down, beat them up, and just try to do everything you can to not make that excuse possible.
True.
So for example, like, if you really want to bake something for the future, or you have a test that you need to study for, think of the excuses that you might bring out from your head, your future self. Oh my god, I think the computer would be out of charge, or I think, like, my book wouldn't be near, I wouldn't have the highlighters. What could the excuse be? So bring those excuses, write them down, or just try to eliminate them before the time even arrives, and avoid procrastination.
So you prepare yourself.
Yeah, and use your time wisely. I think I said that twice, but
keep
that in mind.
Yeah, guys, just sit down and think right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your time? Yeah. What are you investing in? And with whom are you spending your time? Because it determines the kind of person you are going to be in the future.
Yeah.
Your foundation, your personality traits, and you as a whole person. Because the world is changing, ideas are changing.
It's always sometimes not a good time. People say it's not a good time. There would never be a good time. Yeah. There would always be the time, but not
a good time. And it's not they are going to be good and bad. It's what you do with how you try to improve it, and with whom you're trying to improve it. So it makes me sometimes have goosebumps.
It does. It's very scary.
Looking makes me back, emotional.
It just reminds me of, like, how much we have grown as individuals. Like, looking back on life, the people you've met, the people that have gone out of your life
for a short duration.
Yeah, and the time that you've spent with these people. Some people, like, especially now with the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
The time. It just, like, everything just, like, went AWOL.
Yeah, everything stopped.
Yeah, because it was that time for it. It was the time for it to happen. It's crazy. We're just not maybe in our lives we're not where we want to be, but we are where we need to be right now.
This was needed. Yeah. And it's just a journey, because I believe there are some people that are good, but they're not good for you. Yeah. And it's a matter of time till you realize this. And when you realize this is the next step for me. This is where the journey ends. I have to move forward.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean you're weak.
Yeah.
Or you lack something.
Anything.
This is you, and this is time, and it's life. Life is time. And everything you surround with yourself it could either add value to you or devalue you.
Yep, that's absolutely true. And grow, just grow.
So I think we've said almost everything about time that we could like pour it out to you guys out there. But on a personal note,
what's your personal note?
My personal note is I just want people to take time very valuable to them, because all that really matter is what you did with your time, how you serve God, your family, the heart you touched, and in the end you loved yourself for who you are as a person with your time, and time is not gonna wait for you.
That's so true. It's not. Like, my personal note is very similar to yours. It's also like towards the memories. So like time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters, because it brings out what we need to know. If it's the truth, if it's the lies, if it's the fakeness, if it's the reality,
the true color of people.
Yeah, so it shows us what really matters. Time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters in our life, and in the life of the people we love.
Yeah, it's really important. And I'm gonna say this, I've said this maybe in all this podcast, time heals almost everything. Give time.
Yeah, that's amazing, guys. Oh my god, this is the last episode on this season, and it's time is up.
Yeah, it's time for us to end.
Season 1 has been good to us.
It has been so refreshing, self-growth, and just empowering, and it's just amazing, guys.
Yeah. So, my one hope, though, our one hope, I believe, is that for you to take your time and just grow. Like, I hope you understand and make a change in your life with the time you have now.
Yeah.
To do the necessary
that's needed.
Yeah, to be a better you.
So thank you guys so much for having your time and listening to us. Yeah, it means so much, and I just hope every one of you guys is just taking time to rearrange your life and your thoughts and things that are very important to you, and knowing your priorities.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe
and share
and comment your thoughts. And you guys are not ready for the second season.
Wow.
We love you guys so much, and take care.
Bye.
Bye.